By the way, I told somebody the kick it on down the line story yesterday, or like
that comes up a lot.
God,
that's one of my favorite Veep stories, and that was.
I'm so glad I could contribute that
at the heart of
the fabric of pop culture.
We were constantly together, so everything we did was observed by one of us. So it's funny as shit.
Yeah,
it's so funny, Reid.
God, I want it to be the last thing, like right before I die, like the last breath. I want to be able to whisper, "Just kick it on down the line."
I don't care.
I don't care
if you have to kick it on.
I don't care if you have to kick it on down.
It doesn't really matter.
Why are we still talking about this?
It's like, there's the line. Nudge it, roll it, kick it.
These details are not of importance.
I don't have
relevant to me.
I don't have time.
My hand is bereft of a breakfast burrito.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Second in Big Command podcast. My name is Timothy Simons.
My name is Matt Walsh, and we have our dear friend on the pod who has done both versions of our show, Reid Scott.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Friend
so happy to be here.
Yeah, it's exciting.
We got a real summertime vibe in here today.
We do.
I like it.
We all wore hats.
We all. I like this almost whenever we're doing stuff in the summer. It always feels like the last 3 weeks of senior year of high school. It's like, no, we're not really here.
Yeah.
We're just having fun.
We're just having a good time.
Yeah. Nothing actually has to get accomplished. I like that feeling.
Reid, I put a pause in a story you were going to tell about a Martinelli's jar, apple juice jar. We have a mutual friend who's an emergency room doctor. Is this where the story came from?
Exactly, yeah. Okay. We were extolling the virtues of our friend who apparently is both an emergency room doctor and a lawyer. I didn't know she was also a practicing lawyer.
Yeah, she's upstairs in the suite, so when there's like malpractice, she's in that room to decide.
She's defending herself against malpractice.
The other doctors...
I didn't do anything wrong. Case closed.
Yeah, maybe.
She's incredible. She's a really impressive woman, and she was telling us a story when we were at her house for a barbecue. I think I asked like what's some of the craziest shit that you've seen in the ER, and she said, "Oh man, well," and Morgan was there. Your wife Morgan was there, so she had I guess just heard this story as well as it happened recently. A middle-aged woman came in and said, "I did something that I regret. I got something stuck someplace," and our friend asked, like, "Well, what is it?" And she said, "It's a Martinelli's apple juice container, like the small one, the one that's sort of like shaped like an apple." And she's like, "Okay, well,
glass, right?"
I think it was plastic.
Okay.
I think
they do make a plastic version.
Okay.
You always feel fancier when it's the glass one, but they do have a
glass
plastic
is classy, but this is
Yeah.
You know, and I guess she was experimenting with this Martinelli's because she liked the shape and it called to her somehow. So
there's something out there for everybody.
100%, yeah, and like no judgment whatsoever. In fact, I applaud the ingenuity and the creativity, but she got this thing stuck up her hoo-ha. And then she had told our friend, she's like, it was fine for a couple days, but now it really hurts. And so our friend took a look at her and said she had to like tug on it quite a bit. And she's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't want to pull too hard to get this thing out." And I think they ended up getting some sort of like, clamp.
Yeah.
And like really wresting this thing from the clay, as it were.
Wow.
And freeing this woman from her Martinelli's thing. And then our friend went and told this story to someone else in the ER, and she's like, "Wait, that lady's back?"
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Full or empty would be my only question.
I assume empty. I don't know.
I feel like you got to hydrate before trying. You know what I mean?
With apple juice?
Yeah, that's like
specifically.
Well, I mean, I just feel like that's going to require some work. You got to have whatever, like you got to have fluids. You can't go into that.
I'm prepping all week for something like that. If
Well, it's almost like the dare too. Like you got to chug it and then you got to put it in, and you get 1 minute.
I feel like a friend of ours from Chicago showed us that the plastic Martinelli bottles, if you bite on them like an apple, they make a sound like an apple.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, and she did it for us. And it really does sound like you're biting into an apple if you like sort of pretend to bite down. So I wonder if it made that sound on the way out.
Ooh. Yeah.
Crisp apple, like a Gala or an Envy, perhaps.
That's really going above and beyond as far as Martinelli's research and development goes, is like to make sure that that if you're going to bite into a plastic bottle, that it's actually going to sound like the fruit that's inside that bottle.
Yeah, like the CEO is like, look, I need two things. I need it to sound like an apple when you bite on it, and I need it to be able to get out. I need it to be able to get out if you get it in somewhere that it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to have it up there. That's a bad look for us.
Yeah, there needs to be a pick point for a clamp to anchor in the design.
And it needs to last for days. It can't biodegrade.
Oh,
This
that's
is
amazing.
A little bit of a side note, but just on ERs, I'm way late to the game on this. But have you guys watched The Pit?
I knew you were going to say that.
Have you seen it?
It's amazing.
It's unfucking believable.
It's really great.
It is.
I'm so late to the game, and I understand that, but I just feel like it needs to be said. Holy shit, I was not prepared for how good that show is.
It's riveting. It's like, it really just, I guess I hadn't seen, I guess we're not supposed to call it ER, but it's like, it's you know, it's born of ER, I guess. I hadn't watched ER in years.
Yeah.
And I had sort of forgotten how visceral even ER was, but to just sort of take like the most exciting parts of ER and have that whole experience in one episode, that was really cool.
Yeah.
It was great. The whole cast is great.
And I love that Noah Wyle is like, one thing that I love is that he's basically like walking into the most hellish situation any one of us will have ever seen in our lives. Puts some gloves on, says something, then is like, all right, you guys are good. Call me if you need me. And then walks into the next most hellish situation anyone could ever imagine, just over and over again. Just like, all right, guys, call me if you need me. Like, it's so good.
At this point, could Noah Wyle actually treat someone for trauma? Like, I mean, he's been doing this for what, 18 years, something like that? I mean, how long has he been playing a doctor?
He could fake it. I asked Hugh Laurie when he was on Veep, I asked him that same question because he was House for 8 years. And I said, could you actually like assist someone, save a life, or from everything? He's like, absolutely not.
Oh, no.
He's fun. He's also funny, but
there's a liability issue.
He said his dad was a doctor, and he understood like the difference between his acting as a doctor and seeing what a doctor is. And he's like, no, I could not. I don't know.
I'm going to throw out that I feel like Noah Wyle get like 50-50 would be right on like a differential diagnosis. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, could he treat? Probably not. But he might be able to be like, if he just like somebody just walked up to him on the street, he might be like, you want to get that looked at. You know what I mean? Like, he might be able to 50% of the time he could get in the right ballpark. That's what I think.
I bet he could. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure there's a fair amount of research done. So like and they're so fast with that dialogue, which every time I've ever attempted to play a doctor, that's the hardest part, is like selling that jargon as if you actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But he's done it so many times. He probably knows like what this laceration is called, or like what vein you've hit, or all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I would feel safe diagnostically.
Yes.
In Noah Wile's hands. I don't know if that I want him going into the knife with Noah Wyle.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I don't want him soaping up.
He's not going to trach me or anything like that.
No. Stitches, no. But he would know, okay, lidocaine, give him lidocaine.
I'll let him palpate me.
Yeah.
He could palpate all he wants.
He could say, get a blood draw, let's get some labs.
Totally.
I trust him on that one. Yeah. Piss in this. He could do a rough take. You're right. But it is great. God, it was so good.
Like truly kind of like, and again, this is like one of those things where people like, there are 900,000 television shows and people are always like, oh, you should watch this one. You should watch. And this was one that had just heard about forever and from people I trust. And I was like, I'll get to it. And then like while we were on vacation in Chicago, fired it up and was like, yeah, it's really good. It's really fucking good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very few shows are compelling like that. I agree.
Yeah.
We're talking, of course, about Independence Day. The movie.
This whole time.
Yes.
We've been talking about
Reid
Independence Day.
All right. So if you like what you're listening to, guys, guess what?
You can find the rest of it on Patreon. All you got to do is you go to patreon.com/Second in Command and subscribe for $5 a month, and you have access to the entire Veep rewatch catalog, which you cannot get anywhere else. Lots of bonus content, and
the rest of this episode,
the rest of this episode that you were enjoying. So we'll see you over there, patreon.com/Second in Command. And here's one other thing. If you sign up on your mobile browser or on desktop, you will avoid a 30% upcharge from Apple. So if you want to pay Apple more money to get the same content, you absolutely can. After you sign up on your mobile web browser or your desktop, you can then use the app and you won't get that 30% upcharge. Just letting you know.
I think I understand what you mean.